As discussed in the previous video, JFET is a three-terminal device and one terminal is capable of controlling the current between other two terminals. The major part of an N-type JFET is a N-type material which forms the channel between two P-type materials. Here we have a P-type material and here we have another P-type material, and there is an N-type channel in between this P-type material. The top of the N channel, that means this portion, is connected through an ohmic contact to a terminal referred as drain. So this is the drain. And the lower end of the N-type channel is connected through an ohmic contact to the source. And here in the lower end you have source, in the upper end you have drain. And from the P region we have gate. The two PN junction, that means this portion PN junction, and here you have another PN junction. The two PN junction at the sides form depletion layers. Here you will have a depletion layer, and here also you will have a depletion layer. And you know that in the depletion layer there will not be any charge carriers because the holes and electrons will combine there. Now the width of this depletion layer can be controlled by changing the voltage applied between the gate and source. We will apply a reverse bias between gate and source. So I have to give negative potential here and positive potential to the source. Now the gate is reverse biased. So I have applied a VGS. This is our voltage between gate and source. And VGS is applied such that this junction, this is reverse biased. Now if I increase VGS, so as I increase VGS, what happens? If I increase VGS, the depletion layer will become widened. This will increase its thickness because there will be more reverse bias. So that means the depletion layer will become more thick. So here you will have a widened depletion layer. And if the depletion layer thickness increases, that means the width of the channel decreases. Now the width is decreased. So as I increase VGS, the width of depletion region becomes lesser, increases. Width of the depletion region increases, but the width of the conduction channel become decrease. And if the conduction channel width decreases, or if the conduction channel becomes narrower, then the resistance of that conduction channel increases. The resistance increases and drain current ID will decrease. So I will repeat once again. As I increase VGS, the depletion region will become more wider and the conduction channel become narrower, and the greater resistance will be there. The resistance increases, and the resistance increases, the drain current ID decreases. The reverse will happen if I decrease VGS. If I decrease VGS, then width of the depletion region, if I decrease VGS, width of the depletion region will decrease, conduction channel width will increase, resistance will decrease, and ID will increase. So this will give you a brief idea of the working. Now suppose VGS is 0. So here VGS is 0 because the key is open, key is not connected. And then VDS is applied, that is there is a potential is applied between drain and source. Then two PN junctions will establish. Here we have a PN junction, here also you have a PN junction, and electrons will flow from the source to drain, that is shown here. Electrons are flowing from source to drain. Now suppose we are applying a VGS. So I have applied VGS. So that means this key is to, I have to close this key. Now it is not open, but I have applied VGS. Now as VGS is applied, since this is a reverse bias, the depletion region width will increase. So there will be more width to the depletion region. So depletion region width is increasing. So as I applied VGS, the width of the depletion layer is increased. Now what happened? The width of the channel get decreased. Hence current from source to drain decreases. So that means ID decreases. ID get decreased when I applied a VGS. So the current from source to drain can be controlled by applying a potential or electric field on the gate on this terminal. And that's why this device is said to be field effect transistors, because the output current or current, the drain current ID can be controlled by applying, by changing or by controlling the application of the potential or electric field on the gate. And this is the working of the N channel JFET. Now, if we consider the working of the P channel JFET, then what will be the differences? The working of a P channel is exactly as the working of an N channel, and there will be only two exceptions. First one, the current conduction will be by holes. Here the current conduction is by electrons. Second thing is the polarity of VGS and polarity of VDS has to be reversed. That means you have to connect here the positive polarity here and negative here. Here also you have to reverse the polarity, negative here and positive here. Just reverse the polarity of VGS and VDS. So that is the working of a P channel JFET. Now let us discuss about how a JFET will work as a amplifier. So let us draw the circuit diagram first. This is the channel, drain and source, gate G, drain D and source. Now this is an N channel JFET, so the arrow is towards in. Now in the weak signal is applied between the gate and source, and the input circuit we have to connect to reverse bias. So here I have to give negative polarity to the channel, and here we will apply the input signal, weak signal, and this drain you will have a resistance and VDS, voltage between drain and source, plus VDS is applied here, and the output will be taken from here. You can use a capacitor. So the output will be in between the drain and source. So this is the output between drain and source. Okay, so the connection is over. So the weak signal is applied between the gate and source. So this is the signal applied. The amplified output is obtained between drain and source. For proper operation of the JFET amplifier, the gate must be negative with respect to source, and the input circuit must be reverse biased. So we included a battery here, and this battery is said to be VGG, or you can use a biasing, as in case of a transistor you can use a biasing such that the input circuit is reverse biased. Now a small change in the input here, a small change in the reverse bias on the gate will produce a large change in the drain current. So what I said is a small change in the reverse bias, reverse bias on the gate, will produce a large change, in the drain current ID, and we will use this fact when JFET is working as a amplifier. So suppose consider a signal. This is the input signal. Then during the positive half cycle, that is during this positive half cycle, the reverse bias on the gate here, we are applying a reverse bias, and during the positive half cycle, the reverse bias here will decrease. The reverse bias will decrease. So if reverse bias decreases, then the channel width will increase, and if channel width increases, then ID will increase. The drain current ID will increase. Now during negative half cycle, that means during this portion, during negative half cycle, what happens? The reverse bias will get increase. Hence, the channel width will decrease and drain current ID will decrease. So what is the result? A small change in the voltage of the gate produces a large change in the drain current ID. So a small change in the voltage of the gate produces a large change in the drain current. And this large variation in the drain current produces a large output across the load resistance RL. And this is how a JFET will work as an amplifier. Output characteristics of a junction field effect transistor. The curve between drain current ID and the drain source voltage VDS at constant gate voltage source VGS is said to be output characteristics of a JFET. So output characteristic is a curve between drain current ID and the voltage between drain and source VDS, and we will keep VGS at some constant value. And the circuit for doing this is shown here. And how we will plot this curve? First, we will keep VGS at some value. Suppose VGS is equal to 0 volt. Now VDS is changed in steps. So we will change VDS in few steps. And each corresponding to each VDS, I will note down the drain current ID, and plot these values in a graph paper between ID and ID ways VDS, and repeat this procedure for another VGS. And first, as you increase VDS, ID will rise sharply. It will rise rapidly with VDS, but then it becomes constant at some value. The voltage above which ID becomes constant is said to be pinch off voltage. So here at this voltage, after that the ID is a constant, and this voltage is said to be pinch off voltage VP. After VP, the channel width becomes so narrow that the depletion layers will almost touch each other. So ID will not rise further and ID remains a constant. So what is happening? Consider a JFET. Here you have P region. Here also you have P region, and this is the N channel. As you increase VDS, that is the voltage between drain and source. This is your source, and here you have drain. So here you are increasing the voltage applied between drain and source. Now as you increase the voltage here, so let us show me some a battery. As you increase this, the what will happen to the depletion region? The width of the depletion region will increase. As you increase further, the depletion region will again increase, and at pinch of voltage Vp, these depletion regions will just touch with each other, or the channel width is so narrow that depletion layer almost touch with each other. So then further ID cannot increase, and ID remains a constant. So this potential is said to be Vp. So pinch off voltage Vp is the voltage above which ID becomes a constant, and this corresponds to VGS is equal to 0 volt. Now suppose you set VGS some other value, then again you will have another curve. This curve again increases, and it becomes constant at some value. This will be, suppose VGS is equal to 1 volt, and etc. So this curve is said to be the output characteristics of a JFET. Now let us discuss about the circuit diagram. Now in the circuit diagram, what is our aim? Our aim is to plot the curve between ID and VDS. Now to measure ID, we need an ammeter, and to measure VDS, we need a voltmeter. Also we have to measure the VGS, gate source voltage. So we have two voltmeters, VDS, VGS, and an ammeter, ID. Now in order to change VDS, we need a rheostat, and this is the voltage source VDS, and here we have VGS, and we will change it by using a rheostat. So in order to do this, in order to plot this diagram, we have to change VDS in steps. So for to change VDS, we have to use a rheostat, and also in order to plot the curve for a family of curve, we need, suppose in this curve we need 3 VGS voltage. We have to set the VGS at 0 voltage. We have to set VGS at -1 voltage. We have to set VGS at -2 voltage. Now in order to set this VGS, we are using this rheostat. Output characteristics diagram, circuit diagram, I mean about circuit diagram is very much simple. നമ്മൾ പ്ലോട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ID വേഴ്സസ് VDS ആണ്. Now എന്തുകൊണ്ട് ID വേഴ്സസ് VDS പ്ലോട്ട് ചെയ്തു? ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് ക്യാരക്ടറിസ്റ്റിക്സ് ആണ് വരയ്ക്കുന്നത്. ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് ക്യാരക്ടറിസ്റ്റിക്സ് മീൻസ് ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് കറന്റ് വേഴ്സസ് ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് വോൾട്ടേജ് ആയിരിക്കും നമ്മൾ പ്ലോട്ട് ചെയ്യുക. ഫോർ എ JFET സർക്യൂട്ട് ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് കറന്റ് ID ആയിരിക്കും, ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് വോൾട്ടേജ് VDS ആണ്. നമ്മൾ JFET ആംപ്ലിഫയർ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ നോക്കിയതാണ് അത് ID VDS. ഓക്കെ, നൗ ഈ കർവ് പ്ലോട്ട് ചെയ്യണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ എനിക്ക് ആദ്യം ഒരു JFET വേണം. സോ നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം ഒരു JFET കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യാം. സോ ദിസ് ഈസ് മൈ JFET, ഡ്രെയിന്, സോഴ്സ്, ഗേറ്റ്. യാ, നൗ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? ഡ്രെയിനിൽ നമ്മൾ VDS അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യണം. VDS സ്റ്റെപ്പ് ബൈ സ്റ്റെപ്പ് ആയിട്ട് ചേഞ്ച് ചെയ്യണമല്ലോ. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യണം. സോ ഞാൻ ആദ്യം ഒരു ബാറ്ററി എടുത്തു. സോ VDS അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തു. ഓക്കെ, നൗ ഒരു റിയോസ്റ്റാറ്റിലേക്ക് കൊടുക്കണം, ബിക്കോസ് എനിക്ക് VDS ചേഞ്ച് ചെയ്യണം. സോ ദിസ് ഈസ് അവർ റിയോസ്റ്റാറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, നൗ ഇൻപുട്ടിൽ നമുക്ക് VGS വേണം, അറ്റ് സർട്ടൺ വോൾട്ടേജിൽ സെറ്റ് ചെയ്യണം. സോ നമ്മൾ VGS കണക്ട് ചെയ്യണം. ഓക്കെ, നൗ VGS കണക്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ പൊളാരിറ്റി ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക, നെഗറ്റീവ് ഗേറ്റ് മോർ നെഗറ്റീവ് ആണ് വിത്ത് റെസ്പെക്ട് ടു സോഴ്സ്. സോ അഗെയിൻ ഈ ഒരു റിയോസ്റ്റാറ്റ് ഞാൻ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്തു. സോ ഗേറ്റിലേക്ക് ഞാൻ പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തു. സോ ദിസ് ഈസ് ഓൾ ദി സർക്യൂട്ട്. ആകെ ഞാൻ ചെയ്തത് എന്താണ്? ഒരു JFET കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്തു, ഇൻപുട്ടിൽ ഞാനൊരു വോൾട്ടേജ് അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തു, റിവേഴ്സ് ബയാസ് ചെയ്തു. ആൾസോ ഔട്ട്പുട്ടിൽ ഞാനൊരു വോൾട്ടേജ് അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തു, ആൻഡ് ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് അപ്ലൈഡ് യൂസിങ് എ റിയോസ്റ്റാറ്റ്. നൗ എനിക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? VDS മെഷർ ചെയ്യണം. സോ VDS മെഷർ ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ നമ്മളൊരു വോൾട്ട്മീറ്റർ യൂസ് ചെയ്യണം. So this voltmeter will measure VDS. Now VGS, gate നമ്മുടെ ഇൻപുട്ട് വോൾട്ടേജ് മെഷർ ചെയ്യണം. സോ ഇവിടെ എനിക്കൊരു VGS വേണ്ടി വരും. തീർന്നില്ല, നമുക്ക് ID കൂടി മെഷർ ചെയ്യണം. സോ ID മെഷർ ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ നമ്മളൊരു ഒരു അമ്മീറ്റർ യൂസ് ചെയ്യണം. ഹിയർ യു ഹാവ് ടു മെഷർ, ഹിയർ യു ഹാവ് ടു യൂസ് ദി അമ്മീറ്റർ. സോ ഇത്രയേ ഉള്ളൂ സർക്യൂട്ടിനകത്ത്. ഓക്കെ.